Clean camera makes for a better picture. Okay, all right, okay. Beautiful day in El Calafate. It is cold and raining, and it might snow, but I don't think so because it's like 35. I came all the way to South America to get out of the heat, and I've been warm the whole time I've been here. The irony. The irony. All right, so I want to check in. I know it's been like 2 weeks, and I missed y'all. I haven't seen some of you in so long. I'm like, where are my friends? We are currently in a place called El Calafate, which is near some glaciers at the southern tip of the world. So we're in Argentina. My Spanish is getting better, much better. I'm understanding a lot more palabras and I'm thinking a lot more in Spanish, which is good. So hopefully I'll be fluent soonish. Hurry. The sooner the better. I don't know why, but I just like have to speak Spanish, like in my mind and my body. I'm like, I must know this language. Most of it's pretty logical too. A lot of the words coincide with the Latin root words in English. So um yeah, I have been now in Argentina for 10 days. No, 9. We landed on the 9th. And we stayed in Buenos Aires. We had a lovely little Airbnb, which I did a little tour video if you're interested. It was seriously like the cutest place. Like it had a bedroom and then it had another like room that was open, which was actually a closet. And I was like, I love this place. I need closets like that. I only bought 3 pair of shoes there. I bought 2 purses, but one is for someone else, so that doesn't even count. Let me show you the purse I got. So Argentina is very famous for its leather. They have like a lot of ranches. And I bought this beautiful little bag. And it smells like leather. And this reminded me of UT Austin, which is, as you know, where my son goes. So, anywho, very excited about that. Hey, another CG. Okay, so let's see. So we went to Buenos Aires, and then over the weekend there, we went up to this place called Iguazu Falls, which I'll have footage of. Oh, okay. So we wanted to go to Brazil, but then we were told we couldn't go to Brazil. So then we found this guide who's like, to Brazil. So we went to Brazil. We went to the falls on the Brazilian side, which was so cool. It was awesome. Like they had this deck, you could walk out and you're just getting like splashed. It was really neat. Um, yeah, exactly. I know a guy. We met the guy. Okay, we met the guy to get us there. For like 3 hours, we were illegal immigrants. So we went to the falls, they were gorgeous, and I took a lot of video footage of that, but it's in like the actual camera, so that's something you'll see when I get back. Then we went back to Argentina. Oh, after having actual Brazilian, how do you say that word? Chuscara? Like Brazilian steakhouse? Chutoria? I can't remember the word. Anyhow, basically like Fogo de Chao, but like actually in Brazil. So that was freaking awesome. Then we went, let's see, back to Iguazu. We flew back to Buenos Aires. We got back to Buenos Aires in time to go to this huge market. The kids and I had gone to the market in 2022 when we were here, so I dragged Belen there. See, one thing Lauren never forgets. Okay, right here, one thing I will never forget is a good market. Okay, good shoes and good food. Those things, like I'll find them 8 years later. I've been there one time. I'll know exactly how to find it. So we went to the market. The market's like a mile long easily, and it was great. And picked up some stuff there. Oh, on July 9th, when we got there, we went all around and their federal building, they call it Casa Rosita because it's the pink house. The reason it's pink is because they used to dye the paint with cow's blood and it didn't turn out pure red or whatever. So that's why it's pink. It's basically like the White House, but they don't actually live in it. They have like a mansion that's in the Buenos Aires township, or I'm sorry, like Providence, but not the actual city. So, anyhow, hey, Nene. So, Belinda and I were out exploring, da da da. We went to the church that Pope Francis used to serve, and we walk out of that church and we see a band. So, we find out July 9th is their Independence Day. Okay. And so, there's this huge marching band, and everyone is following them in the street. So, we're like, well, we'll follow them. Okay, let's do it. And so, Belinda and I marched with the band up to the Capitol building, like up to what is the White House, they call the Pink House. And then the band did the national anthem. Tell me why I'm the only one that yelled Viva Argentina at the end. They don't be doing that here. I guess that's like a Mexican thing because every time Belen tells anyone that, her family stems from Mexico, the first thing they say is Viva Mexico, cabron. Which I think is fucking hilarious. Oh, they love it. Cabron. They don't use that word here either. Okay, so we marched with the band. They did the national anthem. Then we turned around and went back. But it was like such a cool experience, It's like, wow. I'm going to show you. Good morning, Blue Netty. Okay, this is outside the hotel room window. It's like a little casa. So we're in a tiny little town right now. It's supposed to be snowing, but it's not. It's not cold enough. It is noon here. We're 2 hours ahead of you. Oh, we're 2 hours ahead of Dallas. So, yeah, we've been having a great time. We have a really fun time. We went to a live tango show. I made a video of it. We were like right there. There were only 20 people there. It was so cool. And the video I made did not capture, but like the singer's voice, like the first note that came out of her mouth, like I started tearing up. Her voice was like an angel. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And then we were sitting right next to the accordion guy. I was sick. It was so fun. That was great. Oh, one thing I can say is like most of the food's not that great. Like in Dallas, we are spoiled with food, man. We have like the best food ever. So some of it's been good. Oh, when we got back to Buenos Aires, the next day we took a ferry. I had to look for the word, over to Uruguay. We got to Argentina, then we went to Brazil, then we came back to Buenos Aires, then we went off to Uruguay for the day. And there I had probably the best meal of my life. I literally cried. I literally the first 3 bites, every time I took a bite, I cried. Like, it was actual legitimate emotions. It was supposed to be a spinach crepe, which it was, but it had, like, this red sauce. Oh my god, it was so fucking good. Oh my god, it was so good. It made me emotional. Uruguay was adorable, and I definitely wanna retire there or here. I just wanna retire somewhere that's not home. Oh, also, pretty much everyone down here has the right to healthcare and education by virtue of having a pulse. So, let's see. What else did okay, so then now we're in El Calafate. Yesterday, we went on a tour of the glacier. Uh, One thing that's very tragic and it absolutely upset me is that 3 years ago when I came with my kids, the glacier was dramatically larger. And, at that time, they only lost, like, 4 meters a day, and now they lose 400 meters a day. They had flamingos. Now, we're on the other side of the world, right? So their flamingos fly to the north for the winter because it's warmer in the north and it's cooler in the south. The flamingos don't make the flight anymore, y'all. All that Aquanet in New Jersey in the 80s. I swear to God. It just upsets me. It's really tragic. It's really tragic. Okay, so we're here one more night. We've been working this morning. Like I said, it's noon here, so we've been working for hours. Um, and then tomorrow we fly to Santiago, Chile, which I'm super excited about. And I think I'm gonna get a Brazilian blowout and my hair done there. And I'm really excited about that too. So we're gonna hit Chile and then we'll be off to Peru. And in Peru, we're gonna see Machu Picchu and we're gonna see Lake Titicaca, which I'm so excited about. Turns out it is the largest lake in South America. I didn't know that until yesterday when we were on a tour. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're about where are we like a third of the way through the trip? Yeah, 30 days. We're 10 days. Yeah, we're a third through the trip. So I'm very excited. After Chile and Peru, then we go to Ecuador, and that will be excellent too. So, y'all, what have you been up to? I saw there was an update on Melly. The uh, the government rightly wants to wait until their appeal is heard. Oh, I will definitely. If I get the blowout, I will definitely post it. Trust me, I'll be like addicted to it. So on Melly, the government wants to wait until the appeals court rules on that evidentiary issue. Remember, the first judge said, no, you can't use that evidence next time. And rightly so, they want to wait, but the judge keeps saying, nope, September 10th, September 10th. So very interesting, September 10th. Now, on the 21st, which I believe is Tuesday, begins jury selection for that sicko who killed Madeline Soto in the Orlando area. Uh, for some reason, they bifurcated his trials and they're doing like the SEX crimes first, and then they're doing the unaliving. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that in the next few weeks while I'm traveling, where I have internet, of course. I'm going to keep an eye on that and I'll give you updates. Melly's still September 10th. It's an interesting play by the judge. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, if the government can't make their case without that evidence, then do they really have a case? When I walk into court, I come in prepared to win if all my evidence is excluded. You know, you have to have a way to get around excluded evidence. Oh, did you see that they fired Maureen Comey? Mhm. Yeah, he did go off on the state. That judge is so sick of both of those sides. The judge is over this trial. He hasn't even begun the trial part. But I can't say I blame him in the least bit because this is bullshit. It's just a terrible case. Maybe he did it, maybe he didn't, but I just don't feel like they have the evidence. Like, you don't have any evidence to say anything. Okay, Maureen Comey and Love Island ended. I was very concerned about America's ability to vote, but y'all did right with the Maya and Brian, so good job. There is a show we're watching right now on Amazon Prime called Menemen, MEM, and it is about a past Argentinian president. So back in the 80s, when Chile had Pinochet, Argentina, totalitarian dictator, and he like murdered thousands of Argentinians. He was the head of the military. He's very militant. Um, they switched. They had always had pesos, but that dictator changed to a weird type of money that was like meaningless. And there was a lot of like really harsh financial crises, very much like what's going on in Venezuela now. They were able to get the dictator to resign, but in came this Menemen guy. Is our phone ringing? Do we have a phone? Are you gonna answer it? Yeah. Why not? So this Menemen guy, he got elected, and he's a wild man, and you should see, but he's very weird. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. First of all, I searched last night. I was so pissed, y'all. There are these fucking kids. They were making all this noise, speaking the ugliest damn language I ever heard. I'm not going to name it out loud, but and like screaming, right? And I figured out they're my neighbors, and I was so pissed. But it was nighttime, and I was searching everywhere for a phone in the room, and I couldn't find one. So I went downstairs and went and got the guy. Well, first I banged on the kids' doors, and they wouldn't answer because they're wussies. And then I went down to the guy. Now this phone is ringing. Like, there was a phone. I looked everywhere for phone. It was like 1 a.m. They have woke me from a dead sleep. So little assholes. Okay, so this Menemen is very interesting. He's an interesting character. He goes on to lead Argentina for about 10 years. I Googled him and he was pretty corrupt, but it's an interesting show and it's pretty funny. So if you're interested, definitely check that out on Amazon Prime. Okay. That was so weird. I think what else? I think that's it, guys. I just wanted to check in with y'all and say hi. It's been so long. It's like 2 weeks or something. I feel like weird. So thanks for coming. Thanks for visiting with me. And I'll check in with you next time I have like an easy Friday or whenever. And go on to the shorts. I'm posting lots of videos, like lots of shorts and fun things we're doing. So check that out too. Okay. Thank you. You're the best. You spoke so fast too. I was like, excuse me.